Hey everyone, hope you're all well. Welcome back to our channel, and in today's video we're diving deep into the world of web development agencies and their secret weapon for success, website audits. If you're a web development agency looking to enhance your services, improve client satisfaction, and boost your bottom line, you're in the right place. Website audits are like the X-ray of the digital world, revealing hidden issues, uncovering opportunities, and helping you deliver excellent websites. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting in the industry, this comprehensive guide will walk you through the step-by-step process of conducting a website audit that wows your clients and sets you apart from the competition. But before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our web development tips, tutorials. Let's get started on this journey to mastering website audits. So, one of the first things that a website development agency should consider when it comes to website audits is website performance. Checking website performance is a really critical aspect of conducting a website audit. A website's performance directly affects user experience, search engine rankings, and overall effectiveness. Some key elements to consider when evaluating website performance during an audit is page speed. So essentially the page load time. You want to measure how quickly each page loads. Slow loading times can lead to higher bounce rates, and you also want to take in fact the render time. So you want to see how long it takes for the website's content to become visually available to visitors. You also want to take into account page load time as well, and you also want to take into account mobile optimization. So mobile responsiveness basically just means to check if the website adapts well to different screen sizes and devices. And you want to evaluate mobile page load speeds as well, which can be different to desktop load speeds. But mobile load speeds is really crucial as mobile traffic is really continuing to rise as well. You also want to consider server response time. So you want to evaluate the response time it takes to requests. So a slow server can significantly impact website performance. And then you want to ensure that the website uses caching mechanisms to reduce the need for repeated requests to the server and improve the load times as well. And consider implementing a CDN to distribute website content across multiple servers, reducing latency and improving load times, especially for users in different geographical regions. A really important and polarizing factor of website audits is image optimization. So you want to assess image sizes and formats. You want to compress and optimize images. You also want to use lazy loading to load images only when they come into the viewport, saving bandwidth and speeding up initial page rendering as well. What's also really important when it comes to website performance is continuous monitoring. So you want to implement ongoing performance monitoring to ensure that improvements made during the audit are maintained over time. And again, pay special attention to mobile page speed and ensure that the mobile users have a fast and responsive experience. When it comes to user experience, consider how performance improvements enhance the overall user experience, which can lead to increased engagement and conversions. Remember that website performance is ongoing, and regular monitoring and maintenance are necessary to ensure that your website continues to deliver a fast and efficient user experience. As part of the audit, make specific recommendations for addressing any performance issues you identify and prioritize them based on their potential impact. So now let's talk about a really cool tool that you can use to check for performance, and that's called GTmetrix. So GTmetrix is a widely used online tool that allows you to assess the performance of a website by analyzing its load time, page speed, and lots of other performance metrics. To get started with GTmetrix, and what you want to do is go onto gtmetrix.com. This is what you'll be seeing once you go onto GTmetrix. You'll be able to see a place where you can analyze the performance of your website. And you're looking for this field here. You want to enter the URL that you want to analyze the performance of. You want to type or paste the URL of the website that you want to audit into this field. And what's really cool about GTmetrix is that there's a bunch of different test formats that you can do. So not only can you decide which server you want to test it on, so test the URL in a server based in, for example, the USA or United Kingdom, things like that. You can also test for different devices. So for example, they have options for Chrome, they have options for different devices like Apple or Google phones, and they also have options to choose the connection. So you can select a connection speed to simulate different user experiences, for example 3G, 4G or Wi-Fi. and you can choose between desktop or mobile testing. And yeah, there's a bunch of different sort of test conditions that you can make in order to get as accurate of a reading as possible. So once you have done your test formats, all you need to do is click Analyze, and GTmetrix will then initiate a report. GTmetrix will basically start analyzing the specified website's performance, and once that's done, you can view the report. So you can see the site is fetching now. Sometimes GTmetrix will ask you to create an account first. Account is free, and it just means that if you have an account, you can save results and you can compare previous results with other metrics as well. So this is what your report is going to look like. Once the test is complete, you'll get this kind of detailed performance report, and this report includes several important metrics and recommendations. The first thing that you're going to get is a page speed score, which is this letter grade here. You will get a score based on Google's page speed insights, and it assesses various aspects of page performance. The Y slow score as well it provides additional insights into web performance as well. You'll also get the page load time, and this is the time it takes for the page to fully load. You'll also get the total page size as well, and this is the total size of all the resources loaded by the page. You'll get the number of HTTP requests made by the page to load all the resources. And you'll also get something called a waterfall chart, and this is a visual representation of the loading sequence of the resources. So this will help you identify any kind of bottlenecks. If you see a certain resource that's taking up a lot of time to actually load, then you can decide whether that resource is worth keeping or if that resource can do with a bit more optimization. So for example, if you have a particularly large high quality image, you might notice that on the waterfall chart it may take a lot more milliseconds to load, in which case this image needs to be optimized. And if it can't be, and if even after optimization it's still taking a long time to load, it's good to kind of consider how you can improve that. Once you go back into the summary, you will see a list of recommendations. These are specific suggestions on how to improve the website's performance, like optimizing images, leveraging browser caching, properly sizing images, things like that. You want to analyze the metrics and recommendations provided by the report, and you want to pay attention to areas that need improvement, like optimizing images, reducing server response time, or eliminating render blocking JavaScript and CSS. Once you have these list of issues, you also want to basically prioritize the fixes. So determine which performance issues have the most significant impact and prioritize them based on your findings. GTmetrix will kind of do this yourself as well. They will give you a list of all of the fixes in order of the impact that it has on your performance. So right now, all of these issues that it tells us pretty low impact. If it was high impact, it would say high with a red background, and if it's medium, it'll say medium with an orange background. And it also tells you the potential savings as well if you were to fix this issue. After making improvements, run another GTmetrix test and ensure that the changes have been positively affected your website's performance. So as you can see, GTmetrix is a really valuable tool for diagnosing performance issues, and it provides actionable insights to help improve a website speed and user experience. Again, you want to make sure that you regularly test and optimize your site, because that's key to maintaining a high website performance over time and not just a one-off. So once you have the performance part of your website covered, you then want to talk about SEO for your website audit. So checking SEO as part of a website audit is really crucial to assess a site's visibility in search engine results and identify areas for improvement. Some key aspects to consider when evaluating SEO during an audit are things like keyword analysis. You want to review the website's keyword strategy, ensure that target keywords are relevant to the site's content and audience as well. You also want to check for optimization in titles, headers, meta description, and throughout the content. Next up is on-page SEO, and these are basically assessing the SEO elements, including things like title tags, meta description, header tags, so like H1, H2, H3, and alt attributes for images. You want to ensure that each page has a unique and descriptive title tag and meta description as well, and you want to confirm the header tags are used to structure content logically and contain relevant keywords. Next up, you want to do a content quality and relevance check. So evaluate the quality and relevance of the website's content. So high quality, informative, and engaging content tends to rank better. And you want to look for duplicate content issues within the website and address them. Check for clean and descriptive URLs. Avoid lengthy or cryptic URLs with unnecessary parameters. Ensure that the URLs are structured logically and reflect the hierarchy of the website. Technical SEO is another big part of your audit. And you want to also check the structured data and site structure as well. When it comes to content strategy, you want to examine the content strategy and identify opportunities for creating new high quality content that targets relevant keywords and topics. And then you also want to analyze competitor websites and SEO strategies to identify opportunities and areas where your website can also improve. When it comes to tools, a really popular tools that you can use to check SEO as part of a website audit is Google Search Console. So Google Search Console provides valuable insights into how your website performs in Google search results and helps you identify and address SEO issues. So this is your Search Console dashboard. So some of the things that you can expect to see are things like performance reports. If you click into full report here, you can view data on your website's clicks, impressions, click-through rates, and average position in Google as well. You can also filter data by specific queries, pages, and countries and devices as well. You can also do URL inspection, and this will help basically check the indexing status of specific URLs on your website. So you can also request Google to crawl and index specific websites as well. So if we take, for example, one of the website links and go into URL inspection, we can paste that URL here and it'll retrieve data from Google Index that way. You want to identify issues that prevent Google from indexing certain pages on your website, like crawl errors, indexing errors, and excluding pages. And submit XML maps as well to help Google better understand your website structure and content. It's also really good to identify mobile usability issues that might affect your site's performance on mobile devices. And you also want to check sort of the core web vitals as well. And this basically, with Google Search Console, you can get insights into core web vital metrics, which are crucial for assessing page experience and user satisfaction as well. It's also really good for checking the links as well. So you can view information about external websites linking to your site, otherwise known as backlinks, and internal site links within your site. And this can help you identify potential link issues. Google Search Console is a really valuable tool for website owners and SEO professionals to monitor and improve their website performance in Google search results. It provides actionable data and insights that can help you optimize your site for better search engine visibility as well. So the next thing that you want to include in your audit is user experience checks. So evaluating user experience as part of a website audit is really crucial to ensure that your website is actually user-friendly, it's engaging, and it meets the needs and expectations of your visitors. A positive UX user experience can lead to increased user satisfaction, longer time spent on the site, and higher conversion rates. Things that you want to test on an audit is things like usability testing. So you can do tests with real users or use usability testing tools to observe how visitors interact with your website. Check how well the website performs on various devices and screen sizes, including smartphones. Ensure that the site is responsive and adapts seamlessly. You want to review the website's navigation menu and structure and ensure that it's intuitive, it's easy for users to find what they're looking for. Test the accessibility and usability of the navigation, especially on mobile devices. Assess the use of images, make sure that they enhance the content, they don't slow down your page loading times, and make sure they're optimized for different screen sizes. And you also want to check on the accessibility, so perform an accessibility audit to ensure that the website is accessible to people with disabilities. Verify that it complies with the WCAG. Analyze typical user flows on the website, things like the path from landing pages to conversion pages. Identify any roadblocks or friction points that may impede the user journey. And always be on the lookout for any kind of user feedback or analysis as well. So you want to analyze things like user reviews, comments, and feedback from sources like social media, review platforms, and things like that. Heat maps are also a really good way to see how users are interacting with your site. You can use heat map and click tracking tools to understand where it is that users are clicking, scrolling, interacting the most on your website. By thoroughly evaluating the user experience during a website audit, you can identify areas for improvement and make data-driven decisions to enhance user satisfaction and achieve your web goals. Checking the security of a website as well as part of a website audit is essential to ensure that the safety of user data protects against cyber threats and maintains the website's integrity. Security audits help identify vulnerabilities and potential risks that could compromise the website's functionality and the privacy of its users. So here's what you should assess during a website audit for the security. You want to check if the website uses HTTPS to secure data transmission. HTTPS is really crucial for protecting user data, especially on e-commerce sites, because you're handling really sensitive information like credit card information, addresses, things like that. And you want to ensure that the SSL certificate itself is valid and up to date. You want to review the website's password policies, ensuring that they are encouraging strong and unique passwords and regular password updates. You want to verify that user authentication mechanisms are secure, implementing multi-factor authentication when possible, and that will help enhance your security. Ensure that the server's operating system, web server, and content management system, for example WordPress, are updated regularly to patch known security issues. This goes the same with third-party plugin and library. Check for known security issues in third-party plugins and dependencies used on the website, and also make sure that they're always being updated and replace any vulnerable components as immediately as possible. Taking regular backups is a really good way to make sure that if there is any problem, you can restore a most up-to-date version of the site as possible. So you want to ensure that the website has a reliable backup system. This could be either a plugin or it could be part of the hosting that they pay for. And any kind of monitoring and logging. So you want to implement monitoring and logging solutions to track and analyze security-related events on the website. By conducting a thorough security audit, you can identify and address potential vulnerabilities, safeguard user data, and protect your website from security threats and cyber attacks. Security should be an ongoing concern, and regular audits can help maintain a strong posture as well. So after you complete your web audit, web development agencies need to take a series of proactive steps to ensure that the audit findings are effective, addressed, and that the website performance, security, and overall quality are improved. Things that you want to do are prioritize your findings, generate a detailed report, share your findings, create an action plan, and set clear objectives and assign responsibilities to implement your fixes and improvements. And keep monitoring. Implementing tools and processes for continuous monitoring of a website will mean that you will always find regular opportunities to upgrade your site as well. In conclusion, a website audit is an essential step for any web development agency to ensure that your online presence is optimized for performance, security, and user experience. By identifying and addressing issues, you can enhance your website's quality and better serve your audience. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more valuable insights. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to helping you build and maintain a successful online presence going forward. If you have any questions or need assistance, feel free to leave a comment below, and see you in the next one.